Have you ever wondered why some people choose to stay single? Not for a short time, but for years? In a world where relationships are constantly praised? Where being with someone is seen as success? Choosing to stay single often gets misunderstood. People assume it means something is wrong, that they're lonely, broken, or afraid of commitment. But psychology and Stoic philosophy tell a very different story. Because not everyone who stays single is lacking something. Some have simply reached a point where they no longer settle for less than peace. 1. They value inner peace over companionship. Most people enter relationships to avoid loneliness, but those who stay single have learned something deeper. Peace is more valuable than company. They would rather be alone and calm than connected and drained. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, a man can retreat into himself and find tranquility. And once someone discovers that, they stop chasing noise. 2. They are highly self-aware. People who stay single often understand themselves deeply. They know what drains them, what they need, what they will not tolerate. This level of awareness makes it harder to accept shallow connections because they don't just want attention, they want alignment. 3. They refuse to settle. This is one of the biggest reasons. They are not waiting, they are choosing. Choosing not to compromise their standards. Choosing not to ignore red flags. Choosing not to force something that doesn't feel right. To most people, this looks like being too picky. But in reality, it is discipline. 4. They are comfortable being alone. Many people fear silence because silence forces them to face themselves. But those who stay single have already done that. They've faced boredom, restlessness, loneliness, and moved beyond it. What remains is contentment without dependence. As Epictetus taught, freedom begins when you stop needing external things to feel complete. 5. They prioritize growth. Instead of investing all their energy into relationships, they invest in themselves, their mindset, their discipline, their purpose. This doesn't mean they reject love. It means they are not willing to sacrifice growth for temporary comfort. 6. They have been disappointed before experience shapes decisions. Some have trusted deeply and been let down, but instead of becoming bitter, they became wiser. They learned to protect their energy, to observe more, to trust actions over words. 7. They value freedom. Relationships come with expectations, time, energy, emotional responsibility. Those who stay single understand this clearly, and until they find something that adds to their life, they choose freedom over obligation. Here's the truth most people don't say out loud. Being single is not always a lack of options. Sometimes, it is a reflection of high standards, of self-awareness, of emotional discipline, and most importantly, of peace. Stoic philosophy never taught us to avoid connection, but it did teach us this. Never trade your inner stability for external attachment. So, if you are single, ask yourself this honestly. Are you avoiding something or are you protecting something? Because the answer to that question changes everything. This is true Stoic philosophy.